I flew with Air Premia for the very first time, and here are my honest thoughts. Air Premia is one of the newest Korean airlines. It is also the most cost-efficient airline that takes you directly to the States and back without any layovers. Starting with the pros, because the airline is fairly new, the airplane is still very new. The seats I found to be super comfortable, and the best part about Air Premia is the leg space. With service, you might expect a little less because you're paying lesser than Korean Air or Delta, but personally I had the best experience and the service was so good. The flight attendants were so friendly. The flight attendants were making sure you were staying hydrated all throughout the flight. I honestly have nothing bad to say about the service. Also, with adjusting flight dates, they're very flexible and allow you to switch dates without paying like $200. I delayed my flight 2 days before and I paid like $5 for it, which is pretty good. Now let's talk about the cons. I 1000% recommend you to buy some sort of food from the airport and bring it to the plane. This is the first meal that came out just a little after we went up in the air. Honestly, it tastes fine, but the portions are so small. I have a pretty small portion, not gonna lie, but I was hungry a few hours later. This was hours into the flight. They gave me a snack and it was this apple carrot chip cookie. Before landing, this was the final meal service. So again, the food tastes fine, but the portions are so small, like just buy a sandwich or something to snack on when you get hungry. They do sell individual snacks and ramen in the plane, but I do recommend bringing some sort of snack on the flight. There's also a downside if you're flying somewhere else from LA or New York. For example, if you're landing in New York and you have another flight to catch to go to Texas, if there's some sort of delay from Air Premia and you miss your flight to Texas, obviously they're not going to compensate your ticket, so there's just that kind of uncertainty. It makes it best if you're flying to LA or New York, but it can be a bit stressful if you have another flight to catch. Honestly, in this economy, Air Premia is not a budget airline, but their service is immaculate and I just recommend bringing food before.